I seen him at the Knicks game. I think it's dope that he's bringing back with the Knicks. I see what the Knicks doing with the ambassadorship, having all the players roll. That is dope. I think the league should have top 75 seats in the building. They should have 4 of them. And if you got a top 75 that's in your building, they can sit in those 2 seats.
I agree with that. I didn't think about that, but I totally agree with that.
Dolan was considered the worst owner in the league. Look what he's did.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dolan for doing that, man.
Yeah.
Real shit. We beat him up for all the other things, but listen, man. And the Knicks going to be a problem next year. I'm just going to say this. Listen. Bogdanovich and all of the
Bogdanovich, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Whit Brunson. Yes. Speak.
That Knicks, I'm Celtics till I die in this mug. You feel me? But man, the Knicks should look very, very good next year. Man, they're gonna be one of my teams on the list to just keep out for, man. They got it. They got a lot of parts. Big body Brunson. You know, I'm eager to see him and Randall together. Josh Hart showed us some unbelievable, oh man, come on, man. I'm looking forward to this Knicks team next year. I hope health, man. I hope everybody does what they have to do over the summer, get healthy and come back.
Do you believe that the New York Knicks need a #1 option to go along with Brunson in order to come out of the East next year?
What is Randall? Man, Julius Randle is a 25-10 guy in this league.
I love Randall, but he ain't a #1 option, though. I love Randall. He ain't a #1 option, KG.
You tripping.
I'm not tripping.
And he grew his game. Listen, man, and he grew his game with the 3-ball. Man, y'all tripping on Julius Randle. Julius Randle's one of the harder guards in this mud. And he left-handed. He got a 3-ball. He can play make. Man, I mean, he ain't perfect.
Right.
But, man, with this team, because you know what happens when you bring in a superstar, you bring somebody else. You got that superstar, you gotta intertwine him in with the fabric of what the Knicks are. The Knicks are gritty and they gruddy. They play for 48. They tears. If you can't fit that, bro, a lot of superstars ain't that these days, bro. They ain't fitting in, playing defense. Nah, that's what I'm saying.
I just thought about this.
How the Knicks are, man. The Knicks are perfect. The Knicks should not be touched. Let's go. Let's run this. Let's run this 2 years with this team and then talk about that superstar shit later.
I just thought about something, and I'm glad you brought this up. Tibbs, I'm one of those people in the past. He's a great coach, but he will grind you. I don't want to hear that this year. It ain't his fault. He ain't give you no damn rest. We know he old school. But I tell you this, I don't want Tibbs to go away. I thought that I would want somebody like Ty Lue because I got love for Ty Lue, and I thought player development, whatever. Hell with all that. Tibbs is my guy. I will ask you this. I will say this to you. Tibbs has been taking heat because he that old school cat that will grind you. How have you felt about that, about your former assistant who was your defensive coordinator essentially when y'all won the title in 2008? How do you feel about what you've heard about Tibbs?
So, I asked, on my show, KG Certified, I asked this question, man. Stephen A., we're watching so much of transition from players to player, right? We're watching Bron, we're watching KD, watching Steph. Everybody's, coming down the line. But we're seeing the emergence of all these other great stars, right? And this beautiful talent, I really think is parallel with the coaching. Like a lot of the old school coaches are going to have to start taking in consideration of this new style, this new ways of doing things. My only knock on Tibbs is just that. Bro, Josh Hart played 3 games, bro. He can't get 10 minutes. He can't get 5.
Yeah.
You know what you know, Stephen A. Just like somebody come up to you right now, hey, Stephen A., we need you to jump on TikTok and do a dance for 15 seconds.
What?
And then you got to end it with you got to do all this. You got to, hey. And then we're going to build your joint. You're going to be looking like, Stephen A. going to be there. It's the new wave. And if you're going to tap into some of this new wave, you're going to have to tap in with it. And that goes for coaches. That goes for GMs. That goes for ownership.
Right.
I mean, look at Phoenix. Phoenix tried to think that they was going to put it together. No, man. No. You can't cheat winning. Can't cheat culture. You can't shortcut it. None of that. I love Tibbs because he's built for what New York is. And by the way, this is Tibbs' magic job. This is Tibbs' lifetime job. Listen, he only did the Celtics, the Bulls, and Minnesota to get here.
Right.
Tibbs would probably do the Knicks job for free.
Yeah.
Real shit. He is a Knick at heart. He is Jeff. Listen, he is Van Gundy. He is from the Rouse. He is old school soldier general. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I don't have a problem with Tibbs. Tibbs also is a great coach in understanding the culture and making those changes. So I think Tibbs can actually make some of these changes that we're talking about, Stephen A. And I think that he is the coach that you want coaching this team with these players on here. You see Big Body Brunson, you see how he just trusts that? You know, a lot of that is just Jalen figuring it out and then playing with Three Da Vinci. You know, I love OG over there, man. Don't touch this.
Hold on, KG, Big Body Brunson. You give that nickname to Perk, or did Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins, your former teammate, give it to you? Who gave Big Body Brunson? Who gave him that nickname? You or Big Perk?
Perk, that's all Perk work. Good shout to Big Perk. I see what you're doing, big fella. You look great.
Yes.
Keep going, Big Perk.
Yo,
yeah.
I don't know
what he was doing with all that Knicks shit on.
I don't know. Yeah, he sold out. You know what happened, right? You want me to tell you what happened? You want me to tell you what happened? You want me to tell you what?
See him. We go in Butu. We know how this goes. We go in the back. We go in the back. We're gonna get some understanding with it.
You know what happened? I'm gonna dime him out. You know what happened, right? Tracy Morgan sent them the Phantom. Sent them the Phantom to pick him up and brought him to the Knicks game. So Big Perk was in the Phantom. You know, Big Perk, Beaumont, Texas, courtesy NBA, the whole nine. He go to the Knicks game earlier this week. You understand what I'm saying? Just forgot he a Celtic for 48 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Went to the game with Tracy Morgan in the Phantom, then comes back, goes on TV, and then go from TV, KG, and gets Hall of Fame induction into the Texas High School Hall of Fame. And had the wife there with him and the kids. You know, the kids look like a nice family and a whole bit. But the wife, as you well know, fine as hell. I said, Perk overachieved. What the hell? Perk, I said, hell with you. The wife was sitting up there flossing, looking great. I said, Big Perk flossing. Your boy was flossing, bro. He was flossing.
Shout to Van. Van make the family go. She make the family look good and all that. She keep them boys in line and all that. That's what's up. Shout to the Perkins family.
Right.
Shout to Big Perk doing his thing.
Right.
I got to give credit where credit is due. Perk came up with Big Body Brunson. So, it's only right. And you know what? The Tracy Morgan had him and hosted him to the Knicks game. And listen, it's no better way. He had to do that. So shout to Tracy Morgan and all that.